Hello students, myself Sonika Yadav from HCI and it is my lecture number 3 of the chapter Why do we fall ill? कि हम बीमार क्यों होते हैं of the 9th biology class. So today's my first topic is the type of disease, second infection agent and third what are the different means of spreading of the infectious disease. So first of all, type of disease, that means we can discuss about the classification of the disease. Diseases are of two types. First one is the congenital disease, or we can say the permanent disease or genetic disease. So these diseases which a person has already contacted by at birth, that means जो disease है वो by birth है. It may be genetic disease or due to the environmental factor. Genetic disease में बेटा हम count कर सकते हैं like the sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis. और अगर हम उसके बाद बात करें एनवायरनमेंट से, सो एनवायरनमेंट से प्लेसेंटल ट्रांसमिशन, दैट इज द मीजल्स और द सिफिलिस. देन इट मे बी डेवलपमेंटल डिफेक्ट, और वी कैन से सम डिजीज which are present since birth and they are uncurable disease and we can say they are permanent disease. Next one is the acquired. वो डिजीज जो बर्थ के बाद डेवलप हुई है बेबी में. रीजन हो सकता है मे बी एनी इन्फेक्शन और मे बी बेटा डिजेनरेशन, और डाइट में कोई प्रॉब्लम होना, डाइट प्रॉपर ना लेना. सो दैट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू, दैट इज द कम्युनिकेबल एंड नॉन कम्युनिकेबल. We already discussed about the communicable and non-communicable. Communicable also known as infectious and non-communicable also known as non-infectious disease. So infectious disease which are caused by biological pathogens, or we can say biological agents, virus, bacteria, protozoa. These are the organisms which cause disease, and these diseases transfer from one person to the another by physical contact, by water, air, food, vector, etc. So these disease can transfer infection from infected person to a healthy person. Next one is the non-infectious disease. Non-infectious disease, that means there is no infection here. So that means there is no chance of spreading disease from infected person to a healthy person. These diseases may be the deficiency of the nutrient in our daily diet. It may be protein deficiency like the Kwashiorkor or the marasmus, vitamin deficiency, or we can say mineral deficiency. So first we categorize the non-communicable disease into the deficiency disease. Next one is the degenerative disease. Degenerative, that means and any organ that is wearing out or the degenerate in the old age. जैसे जैसे बुढ़ापा आता जाता है organ का उसकी पावर क्या होने लगती है, डिक्रीज होने लगती है, डीजेनरेट होने लगती है. नेक्स्ट वन कैंसर, अनकंट्रोल्ड ग्रोथ ऑफ द टिश्यू और एनी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी, दैट मीन्स एक्सेसिव ग्रोथ. इट मे बी डिफेक्ट इन द मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शन लाइक डाइजेशन प्रॉपर ना होना, किसी न्यूट्रिएंट का रिएक्शन एक्सेस होना, दैट कोज एलर्जी इन आवर बॉडी. और इट मे बी दैट डिजीज when a person get damaged or injured due to any accident. Next one is the infectious disease. They are spread by the infection agent. So what are the infection agent? Infection agent are those organisms which spread disease from an infected person to a healthy person. We can call them microbes or pathogens. That means they cause disease. So there are viruses, bacteria, fungi, and some protozoans also. Most of the bacteria, fungi, and the protozoan, they are commonly treated by use of the antibiotics. But the viruses, they are not treated by the antibiotics because viruses, we all know, do not have its own cell. So they use the cell of the host. That's why the virus not treated by use of the antibiotics. Next one, that is the what are the different means of the spreading of the infectious disease. So infectious disease, it can transfer by the direct contact or by indirect contact. So first of all, disease transfer by direct contact. first, that is the contact with soil. So we all know a disease, that is the tetanus. When any injured tissue that come into direct contact with the soil, the tetani bacteria enter into the body and the disease tetanus will be caused. Next one, by animal bite. Animal bite, that means animal and the human being, they are in the direct contact, like a dog or we can say street dog that bite the human bodies. That time dog can transfer the rabies virus. So by the animal bite, that is also a direct contact, or we can say the sexual contact. If a infected person that may be affected with the AIDS or the syphilis, that establish the sexual contact with a healthy person, that time the chance of the HIV transfer from the infected person to a healthy person will be the maximum. So the unprotected sexual contact with the partner that cause the AIDS and syphilis. By physical contact. Physical contact like by handshake, by hugging, kissing with the infected person, that time disease can transfer from infected person to a healthy person. Next one, that is by indirect contact. So by indirect contact, the first one is disease transfer by air. The most common disease, that is the common cold, pneumonia, tuberculosis. These diseases can transfer with the help of air, because we all know the common cold virus, pneumonia, that is the Streptococcus pneumoniae, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. These are the organisms which cause disease. So when an infected person that sneeze or cough into the open spaces, that time there is a chance of the infection that spread into the air, because during the sneezing some saliva droplets come out from the mouth and they mix it with the air, and a person which is stand in front of the infected person that inhale that air, and the chance of infection will be high. So in the indirect contact by air, disease can transfer by sneezing, coughing in the open spaces. How we can prevent it? When an infected person sneeze with covered mouth. Next one is the disease by water or food. When a person that take infected food, that maybe we can say the street food, or a person that drink the dirty water that may be having some bacteria, like the bacteria that is the Vibrio chlori, which cause disease. So if a person that drink the dirty water or eating the poisonous food, that time disease can transfer. Here a person that drink water from a tap which is used by an infected person, so that time chance of infection will be maximum, because the tap will be used by both the infected as well as the healthy one. Next one is the disease transfer with the help of the formate bond. So the articles which are used by infected person, like door handles, towels, utensils, garments, bed sheets, crockery, all these articles, when they are direct contact with a healthy person, they may be the medium for the transfer of infection from the infected person to a healthy person. Then next, the most important disease transfer with the help of the vectors. So first you have to understand what is vector. Vector is an organism which help in the transfer of infection from infected person to a healthy person. But very important thing, vector not affected by that disease. So vector ये organism होगा बेटा. It may be a mosquito, house fly, or it may be a sand fly, louse. So these are the organisms which help in the transfer of infection from infected person to a healthy person. Like we all know a disease that is malaria. It is caused by a protozoa that is known as Plasmodium vivax. That is the causative agent. It caused the disease, but this malarial disease transfer from infected person to a healthy person by biting of the female Anopheles mosquito. Now question arises, why female Anopheles is responsible for the transferring of the disease from infected person to a healthy person, not the male? Because female Anopheles and the male Anopheles both feed on the plant juices for their growth and development. But the female Anopheles need the iron for its egg development. That's why female Anopheles feed on the human blood, or especially on the RBCs. When it suck the blood, it release some malarial parasite, that is the Plasmodium vivax, from its saliva into the body of the healthy person. So here vector is the female Anopheles mosquito. We all know our more next disease, that is the dengue. We all know this dengue disease that is caused by a virus, but here the mosquito, that is Aedes aegypti. Aedes aegypti, that is the vector which transfer the disease from infected person to a healthy person. We all know the house flies, they are the vector for various kind of the disease like the tuberculosis, typhoid, diarrhea and dysentery. Sandfly, they may transfer the disease like the Kala Azar, oriental sore, Tesse fly that transfer the sleeping sickness. So various type of the organism, they behave like the vector and they make transfer infection from a infected person to a healthy person, because they need food and blood for their growth and development. They normally suck the blood from the human body, and they behave like the medium for the transfer of the disease from a infected person to a healthy person. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.